S55 Sports Talk.
That's all a function of 55.
Before actually we talk about the Dodgers, I gotta just mention, I'm not like I'm mad at what the Dodgers are doing. Honestly, when I think about it, I just get jealous. Honestly, I'm just genuinely jealous. I look at the Angels and I'm like, you see what the Dodgers are doing, and just compared, if there was a bar, fucking the Angels are just below. They're under the floor. They're just not doing it. They're not doing it at all. Like Marty Moreno has been the only thing that people try to give him credit for spending money. His only spending money is every once in a while he just gives a bad, not like 7 to 10 year deal to like a 30-plus-year-old player. He does that every now and then. And then everyone wants to reward him saying, oh, he's not afraid to spend. Yes, he is. He's also been like known for not spending money in the minor leagues, like not helping out that shit. So like that's where Perry Manassian came in. And I think he like had to like have a helping hand in that. But holy crap, dude. I'm looking at what the Dodgers are doing, and like you see the outrage of. I understand the outrage. It's outrage of people just not having that opportunity of seeing their owner actually care more about their team. Like that's all it is. Because if I bet a Pirates fan is losing their mind right now, or like an A's fan is just losing their mind right now. But if it was happening to their team, they would be. They wouldn't say a fucking word. So
Paul Skeens just had an interview where
everyone's just jealous.
They asked him if you had extension talks with the Pirates front office, and he said, "No, we haven't really given it much thought." Like if I was a Pirates fan, I'd be furious.
Oh
about
man!
That.
Also, to be fair, there's no reason to be talking about an extension talk when you're a rookie in baseball because you have like 5 years left on a contract before you even. So like, I don't think Pirate fans need to worry about that. The Pirates, you never know. The Pirates can just pull a full Astros and just like crank up their system because they have like fucking top prospects now. So they've been drafting well. I think they're a low key team going into next year.
Eventually, you gotta pay them though.
Eventually, you do, but that obviously won't happen. So,
but you're telling me though, like if your team didn't do that, You'd be mad about that? No, that's what every fan should want their team to go out and do. I think that's the objective.
I think fans are getting especially more mad right now because they've never seen another team do this to the extent that the Dodgers are. Like, we've never seen a team dish out contracts with deferred money like this. We've seen deferred money in the past before, not like this.
At the levels
like,
of it,
the total deferred money that they have is like fucking like over $1 billion. It's like Yamamoto, like Mookie, Freddie, obviously Shohei. Shohei's the biggest one. I mean, he takes up majority of it. So I think fans just
Snell do a crazy amount of deferred too.
Yeah, Snell has a bunch. Will Smith has a bunch. All these guys have a bunch of deferred money, but it's like
the famous one's Bobby Bonilla.
Yeah, man. But like also people aren't really putting into like realization that like. The contracts that the owners are giving, it's not out of their own pocket usually. It's from fucking like money that they get throughout the season, man. It's like, so I don't know. I think
teams bring in.
I think it's jealousy because we've never seen this before, and the fact that it's one team doing it and it's one team executing it. Like this is probably what teams felt like about the Yankees years ago. You know, the Yankees were the team that were always spending money, not afraid of the big bucks. Now, it's like the Dodgers have found a way to even spend more money adding years just with the deferrals. So it's like...
Well, there's usually competition to it. Like when the Yankees were doing it, the Red Sox were doing it too. The Dodgers doing it back in the day. I'm trying to think of who the big...
But we've never seen it. We've never seen it to this extent before. Like,
well, it's because the Yankees aren't doing it.
Yeah, and then also there's a lot of owners probably who are thinking, shit, like, why am I like? There's probably a lot of owners who aren't comfortable with the idea of like having to pay a bunch of money in like 10 years. Be like, oh shit, I'm due like $1 billion in like 10 years when you're like 60 or 70 years old.
The reasoning behind that is like these contracts for the Dodgers. It's a financing mechanism.
Yeah,
they're owned by
they're owned by a group, man.
They're owned by Guggenheim, which is private equity. So the design is they bought the Dodgers. You hold them for 10 to 15, 20 years, and then eventually the Dodgers valuation, they hope that it's 5-10 times more,
which it will be.
You sell them
mainly because of Shohei.
So many of these other owners or ownership groups like the Yankees with the Steinbrenner family, that team instead of being a vehicle to make a profit on a sale 10 years later, that's used to fund their lifestyle.
Yes.
And there's usually multiple family members that's funded.